Well, hi everyone, it's Joe for Joe for Hire. Happy Thanksgiving Day to all my U.S. friends south of the border of us up here in Canada. And hey, in the last few years we've had Black Friday sales too. It's gotten so popular. Some good deals to be found out there. Anyways, guys, just want a quick topic I want to discuss on. Years ago when I was in the automotive business in a lot of dealerships, if a customer brought a car back after we fixed it, it was referred to as a comeback, which means they didn't fix the problem, and basically the mechanic would recheck it and refix it for free, rightfully so. Well, this week I had my first comeback, and you're likely wondering, why would Joe, as an aspiring lawn care provider, relay this information on YouTube? Well, because I learned something, and it worked out in the end. So basically, up here, like a lot of places, we've had a late fall with leaves coming down. I'm not used to doing this many leaf cleanup jobs this late in November. We've had some snow a couple times, some light snow, so it's really made it difficult to try and get the leaves when they're dry and all that. So I did two properties for one customer. They had a rental property and then they had their own house. I tried to squeeze them in the same day. And the first property, lots of leaves, they're already wet, big pile of leaves by the tree. I mulched them up as best as I could. My vac unit on my Cub Cadet, they just kept getting plugged. You know, they're wet, heavy leaves and all that. So I mulched them up as best as I could. There was a lot of leaf dust or debris afterwards. I tried to blow it off with my handheld blower, but it was quite a bit of buildup on the grass. I cleaned up as best as I could, and then I had to go on to the next property. A customer called me a few days later saying, hey, we're really happy with the work you did. However, at the one place, there is quite a bit of leaf debris there, and it's going to kill the grass. Could you just go and clean it up? And I said, yep, not a problem. I realized I had my first comeback. There's been a lot of times that I have had to come back because I didn't have enough time to finish the job. I've just never had to go back and retouch something, which they were good customers, and it was a legitimate complaint. And I did it. I went up there the same day I got the call, and I said, yep, we'll get that looked after for you. It kind of delayed me from a few other cleanup jobs, but I thought, I got to look after these guys and make it right. My grandfather always taught me you got to do the right thing, and which I did. I knew from all my customer service jobs, you got to look after your customers. And they were right. It was like a bag and a half of all this leaf debris. I used the rake. I should have used the rake at the start. The same day I did it, I was just trying to rush it in. Guys, it's not been the most ideal time to do leaf cleanup jobs. Like 1 minute it's going to rain, and the next minute it's going to snow, and anything past Thanksgiving up here in Canada in October, mid-October, it's kind of a crapshoot what type of weather you're going to get. And yeah, I was just simply rushing. But I learned something. One, if you get a lot of leaf buildup debris from mulching leaves, don't keep driving the mower over it thinking you're going to shred them up even more or pick them up with a vacuum, because all you're doing is compacting it into the ground, which I did. And I learned on that property, because when I went to the other property, same thing was starting to happen, and then I didn't go drive over the leaves as much, and then it was a lot easier to clean it up with the blower, and there was no issues at the other property. So guys, basically in the end, the customer is extremely happy with my work at both places. They even gave me a small tip. They said they were very happy, and they look forward to working with me in the spring. So there you go, guys. Like, sometimes, you know, in the automotive business, we actually wanted people to complain to us, only because then that way we have a chance to fix things and make it right. We're always taught in a lot of my customer service training courses, it's the customers who get unhappy and don't say anything and then stop using you for a service provider, and they don't give you the chance to make it right. So I appreciate the customers that, you know, and they were very good about it. They weren't, you know, they wasn't, you know, a complaint, or they weren't being rude or anything. And like I said, they're good customers. So yeah, so I learned to take my time, not to drive over the leaves as much. And even the customer said, we know it's not the most ideal time to be doing leaves. You know, we couldn't rake the leaves earlier for you because they were so wet and heavy. And we know by the time you got to them, you weren't going to have much of a chance either to get a perfect cleanup job. But overall, happy customer. They gave me a tip, and that made me feel really good. So guys, hopefully this helps you guys out. If you get a complaint like that, just do the job, make it right for the customer, and keep the customer coming back. And then hopefully the customer give referrals to their neighbors or other people that are going to come and hire you to use your service, because they know you're reliable and they know you're going to make things right. And that's all you can do in this business. I saw a sign in our local high school back in the fall, and it said, strive for progress, not perfection. And that to me makes a lot of sense. I know there's another yard I could have spent all day on making it right, raking it and all this other stuff, and all I would have done was made the customer unhappy because they would have got a huge bill. I did the best job I could, and that's what we have to do in our business. You know, you can never be perfect. We all want to. Some complaints I have heard about YouTube videos on landscapers is that they try and make everything look really pretty and then make it easy and like they're all rock stars and all this stuff. Guys, this channel is basically a grassroots channel. I'm a solo guy. Allison helps me once in a while when she's not busy with her job, but for the most part it's me. And sometimes even some of the customers come out and help me with certain yard work jobs because they just enjoy being outdoors so much, and they enjoy the visit too. So anyways, hope this helps, and hope everyone has a good day and enjoy the weekend. This is Joe for Joe for Hire signing off.